What you talking about now, Cine? I don't know, but you're gonna get some nuggets out of it though. But first, make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn that bell on. There's a new video series dropping every Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with the random jam session whenever I'm in my bag. You do not want to miss out. Also, be sure to check out my books, man. The link's in the description below, right along with my vegan class if you're trying to go plant-based and stay plant-based. I'm telling you, it works. Oh, and lastly, be sure to follow me on Instagram at _just_scene_. The nuggets I don't put over here, I put over there, so you can always get me when you need me. But you ain't really coming for all of that. Peace, love, knowledge, and freedom. I'm out.
Then now you create this realm of, well, why didn't you come and tell me? Why didn't you do this? Why didn't you do that? You're lying now because you waited so long to tell. And then at the same time, you'll say that they're lying because if they tell you immediately, you'll say that they're lying too, because it's like, how do you even know what this is? You don't even know what this is about. You're lying because this person wouldn't have did. All right. How the fuck you think that shit is happening? You feel what I'm saying? How the fuck do you think that shit is happening? Really sit and think about that. How is this happening? This isn't an accident because there's a motherfucker that understands that, okay, children ain't supposed to know about this shit. Okay, now I'm gonna tell them, you know, and then they play that motherfucking role and now your child is traumatized and shit. And then now you're like, where did they get this behavior from? I don't know where this shit comes, because you don't know your fucking kid. You don't know your kid, you don't know your child, you're not spending enough time with them, and you're not being a fucking adult. You're not being a logical adult. You're being a grown-ass kid. That's something I hate to say it this way, but a lot of motherfuckers are just old-ass children. Because when you don't even have the maturity to sit down and tell your child about mature shit, because you feel like they're not ready for the shit, or you feel like you don't know how to rationalize and put the shit into words without feeling awkward and shit, you're still mentally in that immature state. It ain't no different than when you was in high school and, you know, or middle school, and a cuss word comes up in the book and everybody starts laughing. You feel me? You get to that point where it's no longer awkward because it's like, oh, cuss words are in books. You feel me? But that's kind of what the fuck it's like. When your child is at that age, you know, they tell us all the time. They say it all the time. Women start menstruating between the ages of 8 and 13, right? How the fuck are you not giving the sex talk to them? You know? Because now their hormones are changing and things are evolving, and now this is like, it shouldn't just be penetration, but you need to understand the mind, body, and soul component to what sex really is, how it's a creative force, how it can be a destructive force when it's in the wrong hands. All of these things need to be presented to your child. But you're not ready to have that conversation. Oh, I don't want my baby to grow up. I want you to stay. They're not going to stay a fucking baby forever. And if you believe that bullshit about they're going to stay a baby forever, when somebody come and takes their innocence, you got to be accountable for that shit. You got to be accountable for that shit. Because you never set the realm up. You never created the dynamic for them to feel comfortable enough to come and talk about anything that has a sexual act with it. You feel me? So they don't even know how to come to you and say, Mom and Daddy, I'm having these feelings and shit. And you don't even start off when it actually happens. You shun it. You know? You shun it. And because you shun it, you're like, you shouldn't, like, how the fuck do you stop biological functions? That's where the ignorance comes in. How the fuck do you tell a child not to feel a biological function? My nigga, like, sexual arousal is a biological fucking function. It ain't something they can just turn on and turn off at will. You feel me? Adults can't even do the shit. The very motherfuckers that saying the children are too young to be experiencing this shit, you can't even control that as an adult. You can be in a motherfucking situation and you can just be looking and the motherfucker can trigger you and you get aroused. Just like that. Like nothing can stop. Like there's nothing that can stop it at that moment. You feel me? You think children don't feel that shit? This is not on no perverse shit. Please understand this is not on no perverse shit. This is on some objective shit to help you save your kids, because at this point, it's fucking problematic to understand that motherfuckers are doing this to kids and fucking with their mentality. You feel what I'm saying? They're turning kids out. They're putting them in fucked up positions because the kids are reaching a duality right now where they understand, their soul knows that what the fuck is happening to them is wrong. What the fuck is happening to them is not right, but they're being aroused by the shit. They're being aroused by the shit. Now their mind is in conflict. Because they're like, yo, I know that this shit doesn't feel right, but my body feels good. You feel me? I'm getting aroused by this shit, but I know that what this person is doing to me is completely fucking wrong. So you know how this develops? Pain is love. It develops certain shit like that solidifies and reinforces certain shit. And you as a motherfucking parent are like, yo, this person is being this. Like, people are exploiting that shit. And you have not taught your child what the fuck is supposed to happen to them. So when somebody does teach them, and if they do have ill intent with the shit, they're going to corrupt them. They're going to corrupt them because that fucking duality, it fucks with your mind.